Have you been trying to lose weight for a long time now and you feel like you've tried everything? You've been working out, you've been eating well to the extent that now you are scared of food. You're barely eating any food because you think that it's going to make you put on weight, but you are not seeing any weight loss results. In fact, you are probably stagnant or gaining more weight instead of losing weight. When you started this and started reducing your meals, you started seeing some results, but now you are not seeing any more results. Well, you're in luck, because in today's video I'm going to be sharing some insights on why eating little does not help you lose weight, how this affects your body, and how you can overcome this problem and start seeing the weight loss results that you are looking for. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. Hey loves, Sheila here from madammebae.com, where we share everything weight loss, wellness, healing, naturally healthy recipes, and lifestyle. Eating little might work in the start because you will start seeing some results. However, if you keep doing it over a longer period of time, you will notice that you stop losing weight, or you even gain more weight instead of losing weight. And the reason why people do this is because they want to maintain a calorie deficit. Because of course, if you want to lose weight, you have to make sure that you eat less calories than you burn. But why is it that you don't lose weight when you eat less and less food for a longer period of time? Well, let me start by explaining to you what happens in your body when you are eating little and not giving the body all the nutrients it needs. Calories are units of energy that your body uses in order for it to function. So no matter what, you always need calories in your body. Each and every one of us has a required BMR, which means basal metabolic rate. In simple terms, this is the amount of calories that your body needs in order for it to function daily, for breathing, for thinking, for everything your body does, literally digestion, everything. Your body needs a certain amount of calories for it to go on, for your hair to grow, for your skin to glow, all that stuff. So if you're not getting enough calories, all these things are affected in some way. Now, I explained how many calories you need for your body in order for you to lose weight and to maintain weight in this video here. So feel free to check it out if you have any questions. Now, what happens when you eat food? For the first 6 hours when you eat food, of course your body is still breaking it down and distributing it as energy. And it does this using glycogen. Glycogen, which is responsible for storing energy, is broken down into glucose that is used as fuel. Of this fuel, 25% is used by the brain and the rest is used by the muscles and the red blood cells. Ideally, the body takes between 5 to 6 hours to digest. Even us generally, we normally take 5 to 6 hours before the next meal. And the reason why that is because the hunger hormone called ghrelin kicks in every time you get hungry, or every time you are used to having your next meal, it kicks in. So when it kicks in, you start to feel hungry, you get mood swings. Basically, you're just in that hunger phase, but that is temporary, and it can actually subside after an hour or two if you don't eat anything. And the reason why the hunger subsides is that the body goes into ketosis. What is ketosis, you ask? This is where the body taps into that extra excess fat and uses it as energy. So this ideally happens between 6 to 72 hours of not eating any food. A lot of athletes actually follow this kind of lifestyle. It doesn't mean that they starve themselves, but they give time for their body to digest and then take it to ketosis, whereby it taps onto that excess fat so that they can be more muscular and have more energy. But if done wrong, this can also affect your health, and I'm going to talk about it shortly. When the body taps into that excess fat, it turns it into fatty acids. However, the brain can only take 75% of that fatty acid because fatty acids are too large for the brain barriers. At this point, the brain will need another form of energy in order for it to function. And when this happens, because you will feel hungry, after 72 hours, the brain just can't survive on only ketones. So when that happens, it starts to break down its own protein into amino acids so that it can turn it into glucose, and the glucose in turn is energy for the body. But in this process, the body is eating up its own muscle, so this is going to affect so many different things like your organs, and you're going to lose drastic health in a very unhealthy manner. This normally happens to people that are actually in starvation and don't have any food. So it's not right for you to starve yourself just so you can lose weight, because what happens is that your body goes on hold and there is no process that goes on. Ideally, this is what happens. Every time you eat little and not feed your body enough food, it's going to store that food as fat and it will show on your body. It's not going to digest that food. What is going to happen is that you're going to eat, and the food is going to be stored under your skin as fat, and your body is going to use that fat as extra reserves for when you don't eat as energy. So you're going to maintain the same weight or gain weight, because every time you eat, the body is just going to save that instead of digesting it. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comment section down below. I always ask you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, just so I don't seem like I'm not making sense or I'm talking to myself. Ideally, I'm talking to myself, but you guys know what I mean. When you eat fewer calories, the body's metabolism slows down just so it can save all the energy it can for future use. If you're not starving and you're just eating little or just starving yourself just to lose weight, this is going to put your life at stake. It's really harmful to your body because there's so many operations that go on in your body without you watching, and you not giving the body food is like stopping those operations. It's like a moving car without fuel or like engine lubricant. It's just going to spoil the car. So basically that is what you're doing to your body. Your body is the car and you're not giving it the proper fuel in order for it to move. So what normally happens in this case with your health is that you might experience a decrease in heart rate, your body temperature will decrease, there will be a decline in your libido, and your breathing also starts to quiet. This all happens because the body is trying to save as much energy as it can. So some of the signs that you might not be eating enough are you are low on energy, like you are constantly feeling tired. Even when you had enough sleep, you just are feeling tired, not up to doing anything. Another thing is that you might get dizzy spells, you're constantly dizzy, and like I mentioned earlier, your temperature decreases, so you start to feel cold even when it's not that cold. You get sleeping problems because have you ever slept on a hungry stomach? Oh my god, when I'm hungry, like I can't sleep, I'm constantly thinking about food. Or sometimes you even sleep more because you are tired and you just need to rest and conserve that energy. Another common thing is hormonal imbalance. This happens for both men and women. For the women, sometimes you lose your period and it just becomes irregular. You might even lose your hair. Also, this applies to both men and women. All the different places you have hair, you start to notice that your hair is falling off because, of course, like I said earlier, your body needs those nutrients, and if it's not getting enough nutrients, some places are going to suffer. Like the hair, it starts to fall out because it's not getting enough nutrients to, you know, make it grow and stay on your head. Like the follicles are weak. Another common thing is mood swings. I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm hungry, I really get angry. I don't know if you've seen that meme where a girl is pissed 1 minute and the next minute you give her food, she's happy. Sometimes you're just angry because you're hungry. I feel like I just rhymed. Angry because you're hungry? Damn. Anyway, and another thing is you probably binge eat. So what happens is that you starve yourself for a certain amount of time, and then when you introduce one little piece of food that your body really needs, it just wants more of it. You end up just eating and eating and eating without stopping, and that makes you gain more weight or just never lose weight. And you're constantly asking yourself,
but why is it that I'm not eating but I can't lose weight?
Even if I eat one big meal, like I'm not losing weight. That is why you're not losing weight. Your body is just storing everything you eat under the skin because it doesn't know when the next food is going to come in, and it needs that food in order for it to have its daily body function. Does that make sense? I actually have a couple of clients that struggled with this. That's why I wanted to share this with you guys. In case there is someone else out there that is struggling with this as a problem, maybe this video is going to be helpful to you. Or if you know anyone that's eating little and not losing weight, maybe share this video with them. If you yourself are struggling with this and there are some unanswered questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Alternatively, you can join my private Facebook group where there are a bunch of like-minded people trying to lose weight or on their wellness journey that are going to be answering each and every one of your questions, and I will be there to personally help you through this because I know it can really be a problem, and I know just this video alone might not be of help. So if you want more one-on-one help and personalized answers, join the private Facebook group or just leave your question in the comment section down below. I will answer it or make a full video about it. Now, how do you get out of this cycle? Because this has been happening over a period of time. You cannot wake up and just let it go all at once. This is something that you have to work on step by step. We already know that weight loss is caused by a calorie deficit whereby you consume less than you burn. However, you do not have to starve yourself. The reason why most people starve themselves is because they have extreme expectations, and in order to reach those extreme expectations, they opt for drastic measures which may lead you into a bad place, like eating little or starving yourself just to see the weight loss results that you're looking for, and then get disappointed when you don't see the results that you want to see. So the first thing I would like you to do is not set yourself up for failure. Set realistic goals, because like I tell you guys in all my videos, the healthy way to lose weight is by losing 1 to 2 pounds weekly. Anything more than that is very drastic and not sustainable. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that cutting calories doesn't really burn fat. What cutting calories does is shed water weight, so you can even lose up to 5 pounds in a day, but that is water weight. You're not burning any fat, just water weight. So keep that in mind. A common question that I get after telling people that cutting calories doesn't burn fat, they ask me, so what burns fat? In order for you to burn fat, you really need to understand what a fat cell is. A fat cell is composed of insulin, and insulin, when it's really high, there is no fat burning. When it's really low, that's when fat burning takes place. And what increases insulin? Sugar levels. So the more sugar you take, the higher the insulin, so there is no weight loss. And the less sugar you take, the lower the insulin, so that's when fat burning goes on. So in order for you to burn fat, you're supposed to make sure that your insulin levels stay low. That is why you find people do low carb diets, because lower carbs means less sugar. Anyway, that's a video for another day. So yeah, set realistic goals, number one. Number two, after setting realistic goals, calculate your BMR. BMR, like I said at the beginning of this video, is basal metabolic rate, which is actually the amount of calories you need in order for your body to function properly. So after doing that, which I shared with you in this video, so if you want to find your BMR, just go check out that video. After finding your BMR, just eat 500 calories less in order for you to lose weight the right way. And then the third thing is that since you've been starving yourself and eating little, introduce food slowly into your body. Now that you've learned that your body needs food in order for it to function and in order for you to start losing weight, don't shock the body, take it easy. And then the fourth thing is stop dieting and educate yourself. Guys, I do not know how many times I say this, but please don't diet. The brain translates dieting as restriction, and the more you restrict yourself, the more you feel like you can't eat certain foods, and yet you can. And I'm all about balance, and in fact that is what I teach for all my clients. Educate yourself, learn about the different foods and how they affect your body, and also take time to learn your body and how your body reacts to different foods. Everyone is different. What works for another person might not work for you. And again, like I said, if you guys have any questions or you didn't understand anything, or there is something you'd like me to add, let me know in the comment section down below. I will answer each and every one of them. Now I know there is people that are doing everything, working out, eating healthy, eating enough and doing all that stuff, but still not losing weight. That is why in the next video I'm going to be talking about why you are not losing weight despite putting in all the work. So if you want to watch that, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell right next to it to be notified when that video is up. In the meantime, check out these two videos over here. I share a lot more weight loss tips and address some weight loss challenges you might be facing, so feel free to check that out. As always, don't forget to stay motivated, be patient, trust the process, and spread the love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.